Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back with another trailer reaction. This is for the official trailer for HBO Max's The Last of Us show. Now, I am personally stoked for this show. I love both The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2. Two of my favorite games of all time. I will never stop falling in love with those games. I feel like I watch a new person play those games like twice a year at least. Like, they're easily my favorite games of all time. And the fact that they're making a show about those games is personally very exciting for me, especially who they have involved in it, with Pedro Pascal playing Joel. We got, Diego Luna is playing his brother. We got little Lyanna Mormont from Game of Thrones playing Ellie. I feel like we just have a ton of like awesome people involved. I know Neil Druckmann is involved in show running it to some degree, but then the main like showrunner or director, I think, is the guy who did Chernobyl, the limited series on HBO, and that was impeccable. So not to guarantee that it's gonna be good, but a lot of the contributing factors seem to be pointing in that direction. So I'm personally pretty stoked about it. Now, I already reacted to the teaser or whichever thing was shown previously by them. I reacted to that, and that was very emotional for me. I definitely teared up a bit. Who knows if I'll cry in this one? Probably not, because I've already released those emotions to some degree. But I'm very excited. This is the official trailer. I know the show itself is coming on like January 15th or something like that. So just a couple days before my birthday, actually, so that's exciting. All in all, I am completely thrilled about this show existing, and I cannot wait the additional 2 months until it comes out. So before we jump into this trailer, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my videos get seen more. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to this show, because obviously I will be. And then if you're interested in seeing full uncuts for anything I watch on the channel, or you just want to support me in general, consider checking out my Patreon. That is linked in the description below. But otherwise, I've been talking too much. Let's jump into the official trailer for The Last of Us.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on?
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know. You keep going for family.
Yeah, you find something to fight for.
No. Cargo.
She won't be cargo for long.
Somewhere out west, they're working on a cure.
Anna Torv from Fringe is playing Tess.
If she so much as twitches.
Yeah, Ellie's funny. Ellie is funny. Oh, take on me. Come on, don't hit us with the song from Part 2.
Do what I say when I say it. You got any advice on the best way west?
Yeah, go east. You've come this far, then you know what's out there.
It seems like they're adding a lot of additional elements to flesh out the story. Oh, this moment in Part 2 was beautiful.
Be careful who you put your faith in.
You might not be her father, but you're someone's.
Okay, you're gonna make me cry again.
You trust me?
Oh, that's a bloater, baby. That's a bloater. Oh, that's scary. Bro, how are you gonna hit me with the slow cover of Take On Me and not expect me to get at least a little bit emotional? For those who don't get the reference, so I don't know if this is a spoiler, it's also a missable, like you can miss this part in part 2. But while Ellie and Dina are traversing Seattle in part 2, they go to this like abandoned music store and find this guitar and reminisce on a previous memory, and Ellie plays this slow version of Take On Me, and it's beautiful and it's sad and it makes you cry, and a lot of people consider it like one of the most heartfelt, beautiful moments in that game. Like it's one of the rare moments in that game where it's just a moment of just beauty and like bittersweet sadness, and it's really, really good. So the fact that they used that song in this trailer is just mwah, like fantastic. I love it. So obviously the trailer is gonna make me emotional when you use that song, but this trailer, I think, definitely, whereas last trailer showed off the vibe of like the world to an extent, I think this trailer kind of showed more of the vibe of the characters and like what we are going to experience from them throughout the season, right? They showed Ellie being the quirky little funny girl that she is and making jokes and is like pretending to click her out, and it's just like like prime. Love it. Ellie is just a goofball. I want her to find if she finds a book of puns in this game or in this show, I will be thrilled. Like that'll be pretty prime. And we also see the shift in dynamic from Joel, right? Whereas in the beginning of this game, Joel is pretty much just considering Ellie to be cargo. Doesn't really consider her in the way of like, not that he doesn't think she's a real person, but he's not willing to let himself get vulnerable and emotional enough to consider her like precious cargo, if that makes sense. Like to consider her a daughter figure or consider himself a father figure. Like he's cut that part of himself off. And then the line from Henry later in the trailer where he's like, you know, you may not be her father, but you were someone's father. And it's like you get it. Like like it feels like they get the vibe of the characters as well. And I'm very excited to see it. I think we might have seen some shots of David in this trailer. I know people were theorizing that maybe Troy Baker would be playing David. I don't know if he is playing David. There is a moment, the moment late in the game, in game number 1, where Ellie is in David's camp and they slam the machete down on the table. At least I think that was David. Might have been David's helper. They could be switching that up in the trailer or in the show. So we're not supposed to see that David is maybe not Troy Baker and maybe is Troy Baker. I don't know. But cool to see a shot of David. It also looks like they're adding quite a bit to the overall story to like flesh it out. They were talking with 2 like Native American people in the trailer that's not featured in the game at all. So that's very interesting. I wonder, you know, how they're going to play that in the overall story. There's also a shot of a woman having a baby in this shot, or she's holding like a newborn baby. I wonder if possibly that could be a shot of like Ellie's mom, and when Ellie was born. Because I don't remember a baby being born at all in like in the first game or the second game. So it could be like a flashback to Ellie's birth, and we might get a little bit of Ellie's mom. Because I thought someone said that Ellie's mom was cast in this show. That weirdly almost looks like Ashley Johnson as well. But I don't want to say it, you know, that would be crazy if they made Ashley Johnson Ellie's mom in this show. Ooh baby, that would be heartbreaking. If they made Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson's Ellie's parents, and then they somehow die in the show. That would be crazy. That would be an additional element that they're adding to like flesh out the story. We already got the like random. It's like the random, not like they're not refugees. They're like a random militant group in like Missouri or somewhere like that. That's being added in to flesh it out. Those two Native American individuals that they were talking to, it seems to be adding that to flesh it out. If they add backstory about Ellie's mom, that would be even more. So like, I think the fact that going into this, you know, some people kind of assumed that we might be just seeing a straight retelling of the game. I think it's pretty dope that we're actually seeing something that seems substantially different, both in terms of like pacing but content as well. So, you know, given who's involved with it, I trust them. I trust them completely to make it work. But yeah, it looks great. Okay, so I'm rewatching this trailer like slow, and in the moment where it shows David, I think, slamming down that machete, it then shows a clip of them walking towards the camera directly after that, and Troy Baker is standing next to him. So Troy Baker might be playing the role of David's like right hand helper guy, because I don't think he's playing David himself, but I think he's definitely playing. You know, when you meet David in the game, he's with another guy. I think Troy Baker's playing that character. We also saw some moments and clips from the Left Behind DLC with the mall, the abandoned mall that her and Riley go in. So I know Riley's being played by Storm Reed. So that'll be an additional element to kind of flesh out everything within the first game. And I know it's kind of not necessarily fleshing out the story of the first game since it's DLC of the first game, but I think the way that they incorporate it into the story will be maybe slightly different, or the pacing will be different. I don't know. It'll be slightly different, because when we initially played the game, we didn't go straight into that DLC after Joel got impaled by the pipe or whatever. So, well, it'll be different. But then the stinger at the end of this trailer is the bloater. We saw that like they used the clicker in the last trailer to be like, ooh, look at how good this clicker looks. And then they hit us in this trailer with just a beefy boy. Like, he is substantial. And it's gonna be scary when we encounter this individual in the show, and I'm not ready for it. The bloaters in the games are already like frightening enough. I can't imagine the anxiety I'll get seeing these things in live action. All in all, it looks incredible. I cannot wait for January 15th to watch this with you guys. But definitely let me know what you guys thought of the trailer down in the comments below. Are you excited for this show? Have you played either of the games? Definitely let me know. But if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a ton to me, helps my channel grow a lot. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me watch this show, because obviously I will be. And then if you want to see full uncuts for anything I watch on the channel, or you just want to support me financially, consider checking out my Patreon. That is linked in the description below. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.